Hey, what's up guys, Rev here. So another day and another round of localizer drama, and I have to be honest, the parties involved in today's video, it is some terrible looks for them. So let's start with the first story for today. This company, NekoNyanSoft, is currently facing a lot of backlash. So recently they announced that a new game is coming to Steam, and of course it is a lolly themed game. That's what this company is known for. They produce a lot of lolly themed games. And in the replies and quote retweets, there are a lot of concerned customers. Now, they are concerned about the involvement of one of their localizers who is responsible for that upcoming project. So recently, this localizer named Itaku, works for that company, had his Discord messages leaked. Now, this user, of course, is pointing it out and saying, is this person going to damage this product based on their beliefs? Now, you can pause and read these for yourself, but to sum up these messages from Discord, this translator is very clearly anti-lolicon. He believes that people who consume this stuff are pedos, okay? He is saying outright that the staff members that he works with are pedos for working on these projects. He is saying that these characters promote pedophilia, and of course, this all just goes back to the customer, implying that the customer must be supporting pedophilia by buying these games. It is a terrible, terrible look. Obviously, people who are consuming these games would be offended. And worse yet, he has worked on other projects. You can see his name down here, the English translation, Itaku. Now, here is one of the games he previously worked on. There was a Reddit thread for the game Nukitashi, and people have been archiving some of his absolutely terrible localizations because it is clear, based on his beliefs, those are starting to bleed into his translations. He is having his anti-lolicon stance going into the games he's working on, and that leads to some of the absolutely most cringe-inducing translations you'll ever see. So this Twitter user was sharing some of these archives. I'll share a few with you guys. They give me too much of a headache to go through all of them, but here's one example saying, like hell, I'm upset about this crazy mixed up virgin F word. His pedophilia is so strong at this point, the police will be able to find him and throw him in the slammer. And of course, they're talking about fictional characters, and this is a complete change up of the message besides the cringy terminology, right? Here's another couple of examples. This one saying, bruh, you're such an effing chud. Yes, if you're lucky enough to not know what chud is, congratulations. It is a word that is only used unironically by the most Twitter-poisoned, terminally online losers you'll ever see. There is no way the Japanese team wanted this in their translations of the localized version. Here's some more examples, like saying, hot damn, son, and using terms like sheeple and Bazinga Boy, naming a character Bazinga Boy, who just goes around saying Bazinga, Bazinga, Bazinga. Yeah, no words. Like, what is the purpose of all this? It's obviously quite insulting, some of the messages that are being included in these translations, but they also are just sloppy and cringy. Nobody likes this, right? And obviously, having all this knowledge, not only the damaged translations, but also the Discord messages, people are pointing this out to the staff. This user saying, replying under the shared screenshot saying, I don't understand how redacteds like this continue to get work in the industry. You'd think these companies would vet the people they consider hiring, and someone like that would be an instant red flag blacklist. I guess they don't, which is why localizations are so bad. And the company responds by saying, we do not discriminate based on a translator's feelings about lollies because we, as do all the other companies in existence, expect our translators to do the work properly without letting personal feelings affect it. Hating lollies is not a disqualifying personality trait. Here's the problem, the many problems with this. It is not him simply hating lollies. He thinks it is pedophilia. He is calling your coworkers pedophiles. He is calling your customers pedophiles. That is bad. That is not acceptable in the workplace. I'm sorry, we sometimes forget where we are, but because, on Twitter, the word pedophile gets thrown around so loosely, but if you were in an office setting and you called your coworkers and the products you were working on pedophilia, you would be fired instantly. Done. Like, this is a matter of self-respect for yourself as a company, but also your PR, because you need customers to buy your game and they are upset. And this whole oh, well, you know what, we won't, his personal feelings aren't getting in the way. We just expect them to work properly. He's not working properly. He's doing terrible translations. This whole thing doesn't work on any level at all. And of course, this, comments like that continue to spiral more controversy for their company. And eventually the outrage got loud enough that NekoNyanSoft made this statement saying, "We are aware that comments made by a translator that does work for us are causing concern. We are working to determine a course of action to address the situation. We appreciate your patience." And a lot of people are like, well, good. It sounds like they're going to take action. They're finally listening. Well, here's what they did. They made this tweet after that saying, "We've had some internal deliberation with input from many of our freelance staff. We have concluded the appropriate response is to teach the translator in question the joy of lollies. Thus, we're sentencing him to one reading of Oni Kiss Oni-chan Where's My Kiss." Dude, this is not the time to be shit posting on your official Twitter account of your company. People are angry. Like this, read the room. People are angry about this, and this is your response to a translator insinuating your customers and your whole staff are pedos because of the products you sell and that the translator works on. It's crazy to me that this would be your response. Like, read the room, like I said. And a lot of people are continuing to show their outrage, and their statements just keep getting worse and worse. So they did reply to this original user sharing these screenshots saying, "Contrary to popular belief, it is possible to simultaneously hold beliefs about something while not letting it affect your work. There isn't any censoring of lolly-related content in Clover Days," as someone who Q&A'd the whole thing. Here's the thing, again, it is affecting the translator's work, and most importantly, it's affecting the customer's experience. And this screenshot right here really just sums it all up. The perfect interaction of a concerned customer saying, "I don't care if you're not offended." So the company's saying that they know his beliefs and they're not offended, which they should be offended, by the way. But this user says, "I don't care if you're offended or not. That's not the problem." People like this are just bad PR. Anime fans are generally gonna see this and go, "Wow, yeah, screw that guy. They actually hired this man." You don't have to be offended to tell people you are paying to shut up. As they're saying, this is not just about your feelings as a company, it's your image to your customers. That is the most important thing. And you know how they respond to that? They block this guy. Are you kidding me? Like, this is an absolute PR nightmare for this company. And honestly, I don't really understand how this person is not fired. There's absolutely no way that sort of attitude and slander should be allowed to exist in a company like that. But nonetheless, there was some more localizer drama. This one is a very little quick story we're going to have here. This individual named Daniel Lima, he is a localizer working on video games, and he has been in some trouble for some comments he made. These have been archived here. It's one of those quick short stories, literally a story in 2 parts. And honestly, it's enough to ruin your career and reputation. So this user posted this in Japan. It says, "Sorry, we only speak Japanese. Therefore, we aren't able to understand your order properly." So this person now can't get a haircut because they will not speak anything but Japanese, which is not surprising since over 98% of Japanese citizens are native born, and it's the clearly most spoken language in Japan, right? Not every haircut place should have translators on the ready. Just go find another place. But this localizer responded by saying, "Just call the police. Japan is part of international treaties against racial discrimination and has several cases of shops being sued by foreign customers. Just politely call the police and sue the shop due to psychological distress. This man is not just a localizer, he is a localizer Karen. Calling the police over the haircut place, not speaking anything but Japanese. Are you kidding me? The level of entitlement is insane. And of course, people are like, you must be kidding, right? You must be kidding. No, he's not. He responds by saying, no kidding. I would definitely do that and record the whole thing. Yes, the localizer Karen strikes again here. Very embarrassing situation. I don't really know what this localizer in terms of projects he's involved in. But yeah, this has been going around, and as of recording this video, he has privated his account. So he is now turning and running after making some pretty questionable comments about these shop policies. But that's going to do it for this video. I know it was all over the place here, and I also am aware of some other localizer controversies going on, and we will be covering that in the days to come. But please share all of your thoughts about today's video in the comments section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.